everybody out there? How are you all doing?
Good.
Oh, isn't it good to see you again today, Katrina? Nice
Yeah.
to see you too. Yeah. So we thought we'd do a wee video. It's been a wee while since our video, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've let me out the loft, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where are we just now?
Daniel's room.
Oh, there's maybe clues in the background that it's Daniel's room. What
Yeah.
clues do you think there might be?
Planes.
Planes on the ceiling, yeah, planes on the ceilings, and there's wee posters at the back. Looks a bit like the Batcave, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With his computer and all the black and things like that.
Yeah,
But
there's
anyway,
like 3 computers here.
and did he tidy up a wee bit for us to come in?
Not really. He didn't tidy his bed.
Well, then we maybe shouldn't tell that because it was very nice when we came to the room. Anyway, so we thought we'd do a wee video today
Yeah.
about the lesson we're doing. So what lesson have we been doing? There's a big clue in the screen in front.
Armor.
That's
armor.
right. Yeah, that's right. The armour of God. Yeah, that's right. And we've been building different things, and it's been
Yeah.
quite good.
Yeah.
But not everybody can come to Sunday school just now.
Yeah, I know.
And why is that?
Coronavirus.
Oh, that horrible cough. But why are we not wearing masks?
Because you're puppets.
And puppets can't get coronavirus. Isn't it brilliant? That's just the best thing for puppets ever.
I know.
But actually, so some people are going to stay at home a bit more, and that's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Rubbish.
But it won't last forever. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we thought we'd maybe say hello to some of the people that are not that we haven't seen for a wee while.
Yeah.
So who maybe not seen for a wee while?
Connor.
Hello, Connor.
Noah.
Oh, little Noah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think that little Noah will be really big now because he was tiny.
Connor, Noah, and
Kobe. Hi, Kobe. And Ethan.
Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
And
There's another one. And actually, because you know that Shirley might be watching this video.
yeah.
And where's Shirley just now?
With her baby.
Not her baby.
Oh, with her grandchild because she's a granny.
Yes, Granny Shirley. With the little baby, it's Isla. Oh,
What?
we should maybe have a particular wave to Isla.
Yeah. Hello.
Isn't that great news? Anyway, so on with the story. So we've got some pictures up. So maybe we need to disappear off to the side of the screen. Do you think that would work?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get little. Oh look! I will disappear.
Hello. Oh, there
Hello.
we are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Should we move a bit?
Hello.
Okay. So we'll stick around. We'll say hi,
Yeah.
and we'll move on to the next slide, shall we?
Yeah.
So you won't know who this is.
I do not know. Who
No,
that
because
is.
I haven't told you yet. This is the chap that made up the armour of God thing in the first place, and he's called Paul.
Wait a minute. Paul again. Paul is still writing this.
Yes, we've done Paul before. We did Paul in the summer. Oh, and remember at the start, Paul, was he a goodie at the start?
No.
No, he was a baddie, and he was putting people in jail. He was locking up Christians, and he thought he was doing the right thing. And you can tell he's a baddie because he's in baddie clothes.
Yes.
And then God meets him and goes, Paul, what are you doing? I'm Jesus. I'm the one you're persecuting. What's going on? And Paul went, oh no, I've got it all completely wrong, and I'll do my level best.
Oh.
And he did his level best all his life. And then he became a goodie, and so he got some new clothes as well.
Mhm.
Quite a nice red togs, eh?
Yeah.
And the believers took him on board, which was quite incredible because he was a bad. And they had loads of adventures. Maybe you remember some of them. But anyway, later in his life, he was in jail a lot.
Why?
Oh, because he said things that people didn't like. He said Jesus is the Son of God, and then people got upset about that, and there was riots, and then folk arrested him. And then there was a complicated story about him not ending up in Rome, but he ended up in chains. In fact, he was in chains so much, but he said he was an ambassador in chains. It'd be difficult to see how being in chains helps you spread the word of God, wouldn't it? Bit tricky. So if you were in jail and all chained up, how would you keep things up to date with your pals?
I don't know. Send letters.
That's right. And that's what Paul did. He wrote some amazing letters. And he was writing letters about all the great things he had. So we just move this so we can see them. Oh. And one of the early ones, there was a bit where he was dropped in a basket to escape.
His looks so cute.
He does. And he's got his Bible with him. You know, I think, I don't know how historically accurate that is, but yeah, he escaped. And then there was bits where he was actually stoned to death. So there's other bits in the book where he was stoning people when he was a baddie, but he gets stoned to death and survives and crawls out of town and then goes back in again. He was so brave. He was telling people about how God had helped him. And do you remember this story?
Nope.
There was a little girl and she was saying lots of silly things and he released her, and then they got arrested, Paul and Silas. And they were put in prison and they did some singing. Is it ringing a bell?
Oh, that was the most funniest video ever.
Yes! I remember that in the summer. Well done, yeah. So
That was
there's
it.
you and you with a girl, and there's Joshua playing Paul, and there's your daddy playing the baddie.
I know. And my mum.
He does look pretty bad. And then there's your mum, and she's a soldier. Now, soldiers come up a lot in Paul's life because he keeps getting arrested. It's just like a thing for him.
Oh, that was just the best thing ever.
Was that quite good fun?
Yeah.
It was quite good. So, and he's thinking, right, so I've got to try and explain to all these people about Jesus. And I've got to explain how Jesus has helped me and God has helped me. And I think of a way to do that they'll remember. So he's sitting there and he's writing a letter and he goes, you know what I see a lot of? So what does Paul see a lot of? Because he's in jail a lot.
Soldiers.
He sees tons of soldiers. And he's like going, aha, I think I've got an idea. See these soldiers here? These are Roman soldiers. And looks pretty cool, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that is one impressive soldier.
I know.
With all their kit and stuff. I mean, Batman's
Yeah,
got nothing on that. That's
I know.
impressive.
Batman just has a cape and all his weapons and stuff.
Yeah, but he's much shinier this
Yeah.
time. And he goes, I think I can think of a way to make all of these things make sense. And do you remember those lessons the last couple of years of Sunday school?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You might be able to answer some questions then. No pressure.
Oh, you're so.
But look, soldiers haven't changed all that much over the years. This guy looks different.
Yeah.
But look, he doesn't have a sword anymore. He's got a gun. He's got a breastplate thing in case he gets shot there. My goodness, look at that belt. That is a belt and a half. The amount of stuff he could keep in there. And he's got a helmet. And he's got cool shoes as well, so he can run about really fast. So soldiers haven't changed all that much over the years.
Mhm.
And we're thinking about soldiers a lot this weekend, aren't we? Why is that?
Because it's the Poppy Day thing.
Yeah, Remembrance Day. And what do we remember with the poppies?
Because they rose when the war was over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after the war, because after the war was over, people kind of look back and go, "My goodness, all these young men died in this war, and that's really tragic." And we remember them. And Jesus had a lot of time for soldiers. Lots of soldiers come up, and he doesn't say bad things about them. He kind of, he talks to them, and some of them believed in him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good weekend to think about soldiers. So anyway, he starts off and he goes, "Right then, what are we going to do? First off, a soldier, and what's this here?
Belt.
Can you remember what the
Belt
belt?
of truth.
Oh, you are a star. High five. Oh, yeah. Go. So I'm not. Yeah, okay, you kind of punched me in the nose there, but never mind. We can try that better. The belt of truth. Because he's got the truth that Jesus is the Son of God, and that made a big difference to him. And isn't that a cool belt?
Yeah.
I'd quite like to wear a belt like that.
Yeah, but we didn't make those belts.
Yes. What did you not? Yeah, I thought I saw cool belts.
They were cool belts, but they didn't have those line things.
Oh, right. Okay, maybe. Okay. But belts are belts are belts.
Yeah, I know.
And then the next thing he has is his breastplate.
Yes.
And that's to stop people stabbing him in the chest and him going, I'm dead. Okay. And what's the breastplate?
The breastplate is up in there.
Yeah, I know, but what did it represent?
The heart.
Yeah, it protects the heart, but it's the breastplate of a big, long word called righteousness. The breastplate of righteousness. And the shield
Of faith.
Yes, the shield of faith. That was really good. And the shield of faith's really good at protecting you against things. So when we were at Sunday school, what did it protect your daddy against?
Shooting the bullet guns. It was so much fun.
Yeah, because Nerf gun bullets.
Pew, pew, pew,
But
pew.
all sorts of bad things can happen and can shake your faith. You fail exams at school, you get locked down and can't go out, you've got a cough and can't go to brownies, and all that sort of stuff can shake your faith. But the shield of faith went, no, I believe God is there to look after me. It can protect you against a lot of things. And the helmet that magically appeared there. That's another big word ending in shun.
Self-realization.
That is an extremely good effort, Katrina.
Self-realization.
That's a very good effort. The helmet of salvation. And that was good. And that was so important for Paul because he had to know your helmet covers your noggin, the bit with your brain in it, and he had to know that he was saved, that God had saved him, and he would go to heaven when he died because he believed in Jesus, and that kept him safe. And we need to remember that too, that knowledge. Oh, what's that bit?
The sword of the Spirit.
That's right, which is the Word of God. The sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Nicely done. And that's what you can do to fight back. If things are going badly and go, I know this bit from the Bible, and whoa, God works for good, for the good of those who love him, and oh yes, that's good. And we must not forget this bit here. What are these?
The shoes.
These are the shoes of the readiness to proclaim the gospel. Do you think you could run fast in those shoes?
Kind of.
I think so, because you've got to remember this is olden times and the roads aren't so good. You can't go running on your bare feet. If you're on your bare feet, your feet will get
bare feet.
The readiness to do that. And that explains all. Oh, he's getting shot with arrows. Oh, do you think he's going to be all right?
Yeah.
Oh, and so that's protecting him. But do you think these guys are going to do even better?
Yeah.
They are. Because Paul saw lots of things with shields. So shields are good. But other people are good too. So lots of people with shields are going to do better than one people with shield. And that's why Christians need to meet together and support each other. Because maybe one guy's holding his shield a little bit shaky, and the guy next to him goes, no, hold your shield a bit better. Have a bit more faith. Look. And he bucks up and he goes, I'll hold my shield a bit better. And Romans did loads of that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a real photo.
That's pretty real photo, and there's real guys there. It's not from actual Roman times because they didn't have cameras.
Oh,
If it was a real shot of the Roman times, we'd be rich. But it's not.
Right.
These guys are pretending to be Roman. And they're already there, and they've got their swords and their armour and their shields. And they
I
look
think
good.
that's just fake.
I think it's probably real metal. So they're ready to defend against attacks, but also to fight back. And this one here as well, again, they're all supporting each other really well. That's an important message. So he wrote all this down in the Bible. And you know what was ironic a little bit? He wrote it all down, and he was writing about the sword being the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. And he wrote more words of God. God inspired him. And he was in jail, and he wrote those letters. If he hadn't been in jail writing those letters, we'd never have this now. Supporting everyone to this day. So he wrote all these things down. And then obviously he died, because he's a normal bloke, and he died, and he's in heaven. But those scrolls last forever. And we've got all of them to look after us. Isn't that good? So we're just going to read a wee bit from the Bible at the end. And there is, if you look, a Bible right in front of you, Katrina. Do you see it?
Yes.
Oh, I know. I blanked it there and you didn't notice.
I can't even read the words because they're so tiny.
Okay, so why don't you read a little technical hitch here. So why don't you read the bit? Why don't you read the bit about this? So there we go.
Finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power.
There we go.
On the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's
schemes. It's a tricky word. So be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. And it's a mighty power indeed, stronger than any armor. And put on the full armor of God. Now, we're going to have to go now and say goodbye to everyone in online land.
Bye-bye.
But we're probably going to do a song about putting on the armor of God. What's that song?
The shield of faith.
No, it's I've got my something suit on.
Oh, I got the God suit on.
Yeah, it's a brilliant song, the God suit song. Do you think your dad might get the dance moves right at last?
Maybe.
No, I'm not so sure. Shall we say a big goodbye to everyone out there?
Yeah, bye.
And we'll be seeing you all soon at some point. Bye-bye.
Wait a minute, did you already film it?